Alrighty, we should be back. No idea what happened there. Always something, man. Let me also just reset this chat here. I feel like now it's still linked to the old stream. Let me see if this will work better. Let me just reload the chat. There we go, nice and clean. Okay. Welcome if you've just tuned in. If you're a newbie and you've got questions and stuff, you're welcome to fire. And yeah, happy to help you out. Yeah, what the hell? Where's the... What the hell is Warden doing all the way here? Pretty far from the spawning point. Next level. I think this is the last one to get a Nightmare Vault, which is nice. One day I'll play just to stack and open those things, but for now I need the gold. Gold is definitely hard to come by these days. Well, not really, but you have to miss out on something. You're either missing out on opening stuff, or you're missing out on gathering maps, or you're missing out on production. You'll find that if you try to do it all, unless you're playing like excessive amounts of time, you're probably going to find that you're going to be poor gold-wise. Or at least that's what I've found. All these years of playing, I'm still poor gold-wise. And if you're not poor gold-wise, you're gonna be poor in fiat currency because you're paying for membership to protect your gold. So that's the loop. There's a part of me that sometimes I remember just being like back in the day when I first started playing. I was just a free-to-play gold grinder, you know. Everything I found, I basically was just selling. I didn't really care much for production. I was just like, yeah, get the resource, sell the resource. Simple times, you know. But now with all my skill levels and stuff, it's kind of like, it makes more sense for me to actually produce the potions, you know, because they are helpful, especially for some end game content, or if you're feeling lazy. It's a bit of a luxury to use them, but they are there to be used, so I guess that's the challenge. Patience. And obviously if you want to get stuff, you need to like open chests. You actually have to do that. And you know, the rates are not like, look, to be honest, compared to other games, the drop rates are actually pretty decent. But still, you're going to be losing more than you're going to be winning until you actually hit something decent. Oh no! Okay, this is a problem. Ah, you bastard. Just need to focus here for a second. Yeah, nice. We did it. Let's get out of here. Alright, let's have a look. So, still got potions on the go, but surely that was... Oh, we still got to do one more. Alright, let's do the one more of these, get our chest, and then maybe head back to Talmuth for some contracts. I do still have to do 5 of those Hellfires. Oof, I'm already feeling it. Quite a couple days behind already. That could also be something to do. I think I've got Hellfire keys though, so we could do the short version. Let's go. Okay. Oof, nice try. Drondo. At least we're getting some Guardian kills here. Slowly working up to 1,000 of them. I'm still behind on that. Not behind, but I know some people have already done it. And I'm taking it really slow with the the gathering. Alright, let's go. Nice. These first 3 levels are so, like, easy, so you can't really mess them up. You don't get, like, amazing drops or anything, but you do get that counter towards the Nightmare Vault. And if you can get a Nightmare Vault, like, once a day or once every 2 days or so, that's still pretty good in terms of getting membership for gold. But you are missing out on possible drops, you know. Of which you'd have like a 98.5% failure rate. so it's not that bad. Think of it like Sea of Thieves. I don't know if you guys have ever played Sea of Thieves. In that game, you hunt loot and stuff in the form of treasure chests and stuff, but you never like open the chest. You always like, you sell the chest for gold. So that's basically what we're doing here. Okay, level 3. Last one for a vault for a little while. Okay. Down here, you ghoul. Looks like people are waking up late today. What? Let's go, Warden. Okay, done. Let's get our Nightmare Vault and head back to Talmud. They're still seemingly selling stable at like 180,000 gold. Which is pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay. Enough of that. Let's just see how we're looking here. 2.3k. Dismal. Today is what? Saturday already. Should have been Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 4 days times 3.5. No. Should be on 14k kills. If you want to keep up for the 25k. Very far behind. It's not happening this week. Let's see. I'll be surprised if I can make the 10k. Let's go to the old market and see if there's some gold waiting for me or not. Hey, we got... How much was that? 339k there. Nice. And another 360k. So that's what? 600, it's like 700k in. Nice. And then we've got a new one to sell here. Nightmare. 170. What's going on with these people selling so low? I'll sell right on the 180 mark. I'm happy for that price. Boom. Okay, screw these things. We can sell them as well. What? Why? Oh, silly. So for 14, 325. Boom. Spell binding. Sell that stuff. Runes. No one buys those. These also sell for a decent amount. What? 790? Who the hell? That's ridiculous. No one's gonna buy them for that price. 225. I'll tell you what. I'll sell them for... How many do I have? 23. I'll sell them for 250. Anyone who's actually looking. What else do I have? Virtual you own. Rune dust. 9,000. Rune dust has gone down to nothing. Fish. Let's invert here. Let's see. What? I didn't open this. I definitely need that. See, virtual you own. Serums. I could sell some of these. I do like to use them though. It's fine. Let's try get some gold in. These I never use. I'll sell all of these. How much are they? For 1,000. Sure. There you go. Take them. Take them all. Guardian's Demise Brew. Plummeting in price. Magic. I do sometimes use that. Boundless Evade. It's not a bad price. How many do I have? 23. I'll sell 13. There you go. Score me some gold there. Bullseye Brew. Never use this. What? It's fine. Arcane Velocity. Never use these. Star Shark. Squid. What? 300 for 70? No way. Dino Ray. 90 is not too bad, but it's a bit crap. Someone's hunting for deals here. Shopping deals. Carp. Ugh. Let's empty out these literally don't use any of this stuff. What else? What else? What else? Sea base. Why do I have this? Please take my eels, anyone. Just get rid of this stuff, man. Have some fish. Perch. Okay. Load up some orders out there. How much does it sell for? 60. People are crazy. Poufon. Poufon, poufon. Rhino head. Okay. That's pretty much all I have to sell for now. Okay, let's also see. Maybe let's buy some stuff. I need an arcane fragments. There's only one for 75. 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, 12. Oof, I'm gonna pay out of my ass for this. 12, 18, 22, 24. I'm gonna boost these prices like crazy. 33 for 72. Look how many people need you. 72. Look at these orders. 9. I could just make everyone mad. 40 minutes ago, though, someone sold for 72. 2 hours ago, 75, 75, 74, 72. Okay. So people are kind of selling between that range. All right. I'll put in a fair order then. I'll buy for a grand total of 73. I'll buy 25. Which is pretty much all my engine that I have. Do it. Just do it. Okay. And then these I've got 6. Let's sell 6 of these. And for these 5 times 30, I only need 150, but I've got... What? I've got a void satchel. I should open that. Open that as well. How many of those things do I have? Catalysts. Catty. Cata. Oh. Isn't it collectible? I spelled catty list. Catty list. Converge. Oh, you can't sell it, that's why I'm not going to see it here. It is catalyst. 13. So I need 130 plus 150. So I need 280 green fragments at the moment. Arcane fragments. 280. How many do I have? 233. So I need 50 more. Okay. I guess we're buying. I'll buy those 40. Two. No, it's crap. I'll buy another 10 for... Who's the next buy order here? 165. 343. Okay. I'll buy for 170. I'll buy 10. Okay. Groovy. Now, let's go do some converting. See what we get. Maybe we can reduce the order of the epics and try to get some engine back. Okay, so let's see here. I've got 13. Let's do 12 because I'm still waiting on another 10. So we can do 12 safely. Exchange now. Here we go. 12 blues. Great. That sucks. Okay. Uh, 20. Okay, so we got 18 to sell. I don't need them. Probably would need them for the next expedition, but what can you do? Alright, so we got 900k, so I guess we can just empty out here. Luminary. 11 available. It's like all my gold, isn't it? 11, that will give me 1-3. Jeez, I need how many? 16 of these things. Let's just melt the gold. 11. I'll just double check my math here. 11 would be 1-3. This is the rinse and repeat. 5. Not enough. You're joking. Kidding me. 2. 11 and 5 is 16. Plus the 2, you need 18. Yeah. I'm short. After all that, I'm short on gold. Let's just pawn one. Some lucky person gets a good deal on a vault. It's too much of a good deal. No. It's not gonna happen. I'll be more patient. Okay. bonds. Let's actually let's go open one of those chests. Crazy how I was sitting on 2k engine and now I don't have. I'm back down to 190. Insane. Alright, so we'll open this. Whee! Okay, let's open this. Blue, and let's open this. Come on. Some greens. Okay. That's decent. It's decent. Suppose I don't need to buy so many. And that's all I have. Containers. Bonds. Let's just crack these. Okay, so I still need 500 Lunari. Oh, you're kidding, man. Alright, we're not even there. We're just not quite there. How much are these selling for? 300. 180. Okay. I think I've got all the contracts I need. Let's just double check that. Then we've got to just start killing some contracts to catch up. Come on. Okay, he's gone. So I've done the contract. So I'm up to date on contracts. Now I just need to think 5 weeks. And I'm getting about 300 tokens per week. So that's... what is that? 300 tokens a week. We're looking at 5 contracts. Yeah, 5 times 5, 25. So I need 25 epic frags. That is the goal. We'll see if people are willing to sell. No. Okay, let's forget about it for now. And do some of these objectives. Produce items. Let's see. I already don't have much to produce. We'll see what we can do here. Bone, maybe? No bone. Rune? That's because I've just tried to sell everything. Tisk tisk. Okay, so we'll ditch that. Do I have anything to cook? Hardly. Jeez. Times is hard in Telmuth. Might actually have to skip all the production quests. Just because I've been doing Descending Nightmares for gold. Just to make up membership. And that's obviously, you don't get many resources from that. Well, not enough to do the weeklies. And then you're also not getting enchanted stones. So it's not looking good. Is that all I can cook? My goodness. This is dismal. Okay. 16 more things. Can I make potions? Vial. 10. You're joking. Flask. Got lots of those. Legendaries. Make some of the good stuff. We can do one round of crappy things. I need to get some more vials. Vulcan. Dust. Come on. Come on. Oh. No, 3 more things. We can do 2 here. I can do 1 here. Man, I'm so poor. Flask. 1, 2, 1. Man, is it that hard in Talmuth? That is a Guardian's Demise, eh? Yeah. Okay, groovy. We've finished a contract. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to skip production for now. It's just not happening for me. Ugh. Defeat monsters, complete Guardian Arena. Let's do it. Welcome to the stream, if you've just tuned in. Nice to have you here. I'm just trying to play catch up after, what, 2 or 3 weeks of slackness? Is it about, it's about 2 weeks only. Not reaching weekly goals, just being super slack. Hey, what's up, Matt? Welcome, bro. Yeah, I know, they've been super rare. Getting a Nightshade stream, it's like trying to catch a Pikachu. You know? It's like trying to trying to find the Dragon Balls. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, I've been a bit more scarce recently. You're more like a Zapdos. Oh, that's funny, dude. That is funny. Yo, Zapdos, what a legend. Well, that makes sense, yeah. That's probably why it was so quiet. Because, like, I woke up a little bit earlier than normal, for a change. Weekend vibes. I was wondering why it was so quiet. I just thought maybe I wasn't the only one who was taking a bit of a break. Okay, now we're killing contracts. Let's go. Oh, I don't have the... I just don't. Successfully gather resources from fishing or scavenging. Do I even have maps? I've got no maps. Stones? Do I have stones? Oh, I've got quite a few stones. What are those for again? Those convert into maps. Okay, let's do some maps. I haven't done gathering in ages. I was getting confused. The stones go to the maps, and the maps give you the gifts give you the resources. Okay. Memory refreshed. Yeah. 37 maps. That's not too bad. Suppose I could sell some of those for gold. Just get my membership. Get the Luneri up. I've still got 22 days to play. Okay. I think I'm sitting alright. I'm sitting alright. Ahead of myself here. Alright, to the Enchanted Isle. Let's go get some resources. What are these objectives? Kill monsters and gather. Okay, cool. Let's do some gathering. Well, nice double there. I haven't even looked at my skills in ages. Fishing, 120. What's the other one? Scavenging. Ugh. I didn't know I had my fishing at 120. Well, that's cool. That's fresh. Bro, you can do it. 150k left to go on production for the 500. Nice. Yeah, I won't be partaking in that. What is going on now? Yo, I got booted from the game here. What? You're about 12k kills. So hoping to finish tomorrow on the 25. That's pretty good. Yeah, you should be... the daily kill rate that you're aiming for is 3.5k to be on track for the 12k. So you're probably about 2k kills behind. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 4 days times 3.5, 7,000. Yeah, 14. You should be on about 14 today. I, on the other hand, am on 2.3. Let's go. Yeah, the reason why I've been a little scarce, I know we were on voice chats not so long ago, and one of my friends jumped in on the chat. His name's Rusty, and we've kind of been toying with the idea of wanting to make a game for ages. Just like talking about it loosely over time, like we're talking... Hey, we got a coffer. Nice. That's very lucky. You! Should I open it? Ooh, fishy coffer. Nope, I'm a poor bastard. I've suffered enough with these things. I'd love to be able to have the luxury of stacking them, but I think I'm just gonna pawn it off for gold. I need as much gold as I can get. At least just to cover membership, and then I'm covering expedition with engine. And I think I'm gonna go... Man, can you guys hear that? Can you hear that person driving past on their bike? Can you hear that on stream? Hey, coffer. Let's go. Alright, let me just, this breeze is nice, but I'm gonna close the window just for a bit of soundproofing. Yeah. No, they come by like crazy idiots. Alright, be right back. Alright, we should be back. Just hold that thought. Let's see. Is the game back up as well? Yeah. OBS has been doing some weird stuff lately. Okay, let's see. Deep sea coffer. Oh, I'm tempted to open it too. It's fine. Let's finish this. We're here for contracts. That's what we're doing. Cool. Gather. Let's keep rolling. Need a SVJ Lamborghini to go past. Giving it full throttle, that V12 would make eardrums bleed. Yeah, I feel like sometimes we do get that. Lots of old like vintage cars that often come by on the weekends, and like super bikes, but also just crap vehicles making a, you know, they're not even going fast, but they just make a racket. Yeah, the spots that I'm staying, it's like close to a beachfront, which is kind of, it's like really nice, like walking distance to a beach, and there's like some cool running park areas around here. I've actually been getting back into like running again, just to try get some fitness happening, combat the sedentary life, you know, and take hold of you easily. So it's a nice area, but yeah, it's also close to like a beach main road, so like a highway strip. For some reason, people like to speed here, man. They just love to do it. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's basically a, it's like a Coke can vehicle with just like a no exhaust on. It's basically like there's no exhaust, you know, just a hole in the back. And they think it sounds so good. I actually like curse the Doppler effect, because they're the ones sitting, when they're driving, they're sitting in front of the noise. So maybe to them it sounds really good, but to everyone else, frustrating, man, so frustrating. Anyway, that's city life for you. But yeah, today is a really nice day, and normally like we get really bad wind here. Like so bad. And yesterday it was terrible. And today it's like absolute bliss. Just a nice cool summer breeze. I'm like, we should do something today. Yeah, my partner and I, we thinking of going for like wine farm missions, or like, I don't know what she feels like doing. Maybe like a breakfasty thing somewhere. No, we gotta figure it out. Another date with Valora. But this is the dilemma, right? So, beautiful day, plans to do something with my girlfriend, and I've got contracts to do. So, what to do? Hey, we got a sunken trove. We got a fragment. Let's go. Come on, let's just get another coffer right here. Ooh, this one's a coffer. Not today. All right. Getting some gathering done as well. Suppose that's cool. Slowly edging towards those upgradable tools. Geez, 5k. It's a lot. Also need to do some insane arcane fragment maths to figure out what's the best way to spend the valor tokens, so that you like, you know, if I'm gonna go for the fragment vaults at the end of the expedition, I need to think like, would it be better to get more transcendent fragments now for the armor, or should I just get a bunch of mythicals? Oh really? 9.4%. I mean, that's pretty good from nothing, you know. Still trash, but yeah. Maybe people are getting more interested in this multiverse event. But to be fair, I haven't checked out any of the other games with integrations. Like, are the games any good, you know? I know Etherscape is decent, like, if you like the graphic style. It's also super grindy though. It's maybe not that bad, like you can actually play for... Hey, another trove. Jeez. Putting up troves like crazy here. 6 Dragons. Dude, I haven't played 6 Dragons in years. I remember when it first came out. It was like highly unoptimized, like it would just melt your machine. I don't know. Do you check it out, Baff? Do you play it sometimes? I think I got to like the second town or something. You get your next like armor set. Also, did you notice the magician's pose in 6 Dragons? It's the same as the animated pose in Lost Relics. They're probably using I mean, now that I'm looking into a bit of game dev and character design and stuff, I'm leveraging some tools which are pretty cool, because I'm mostly a 2D artist, and you know, I haven't really dabbled in 3D much. But to be able to create 3D models from my 2D sketches so that we can pose them, or even put like existing animations onto them, so that we can get different sprite sheets. We basically generate the sprite sheets from the 3D model instead of drawing every single frame. which I guess it's a method, right, to do it. But we've managed to find some pretty cool tools to create some sick 3D models. So maybe I'll show you guys what I'm working on, what we're working on. But yeah, I was really like surprised to discover that like I can draw my characters in like a 2D T-pose in my style, from my original thoughts, and then you know, take them into an AI 3D modeler and, you know, work on some iterated generations from my design. And then I can even use my colors and textures and like art style and get that onto the 3D model in the form of textures, which is like, it's super cool. I mean, just for me as like a 2D artist, you know, it's not like I'm generating the image, generating the model. I'm just leveraging the 3D side of the tools, because we're a tiny team. It's me and another friend, and my friend, he's kind of more on the software side. So he has worked in C#, or he literally works for a financial company doing C# coding, which is pretty cool because he's obviously working on a high level of like database security, you know, C# this, C# that. So he's like pretty geared up with the language. So the gaming stuff is like super fun for him, and he obviously understands how to also leverage his AI tools. I mean, he's been, you know, if you're working in coding now, he actually also has an AI that he's been training up for his work. And because he understands the code, he can obviously proofread and check the AI's code. So he like knows what's cooking, which is really helpful. So as a two-man team, I'm basically going to be doing art, music, character design, story, game concepting, voice acting, environment design, all of that stuff. And then he's going to be doing all the kind of game building mechanics. So at the moment, he's just got like a rough project going where he's just testing different things. And what's really cool, we're keeping it 2D just because, you know, we're noobs. But what's pretty exciting is using the 3D models in a 2D space means, you know, the game is still going to be pretty small in size. But think of it a bit like Diablo. Remember Diablo's models? I guess those were like actually 2D, like the Diablo 2. But you would play isometric style in a 2D world, but it had like a 3D feel to it. So we're going with something like that. And at the moment, he's already got... Let me just... Sorry, yeah, nice. He's already got a nice character moving around. We've got like eight directional movement. We've got monsters now that are like, they like roam around and you can run up and kind of hit them. A bit more like basic MMO style, you know, like you actually click on the monster and then your character goes, and when he's close enough, he'll hit. So that's just where we're at the moment. But yeah, the theme of the game is going to be pretty wacky, circusy, crazy, like loosely based around like the fantasy concepts of my band. So it'll be like action adventure. I think that's where we want to go. We've got some loose references from, I guess, you know, Lost Relics has got quite a few things that I like about it in terms of like the gameplay. There won't be any camera swinging around though. We're gonna have a locked camera on the player. Maybe we'll look into some procedural dungeon generation eventually. But we just want to get like a minimum viable product working. Basic hero character, basic weapon, you know, attacks, basic minions that also move around and attack but are within theme and style. Just like core game loop of what it could be. Maybe with like a basic premise or story and then a boss. I want like a main villain, which I've always had in my mind as this like evil. Hey, we got a epic frag. Nice. As this like evil jester character. So he's gonna basically still playing around with story ideas, but he like finds this box. It's like this, basically like a Pandora's box, and he unleashes chaos onto the world. And then you have to like deal with all the chaos. But you're basically a rock and roll musician. Like you get to play, you basically will be playing as Nick Nightshade from the Dukes of Note. So it's kind of like he's got musical powers, he's got a guitar axe, and that's kind of a fun, brutal legend inspired, you know. Thinking back to like golden age RPG games like Spyro or like Crash Bandicoot or like Ratchet and Clank, those games where you like collect things. I mean, there's quite a lot of platforming in those games, so maybe less on the platformer side. Yeah, somewhere between an RPG and an action RPG with adventure elements. We're obviously still exploring different like things. It's very early days, but yeah, it's taking shape. It's interesting. Trying also to just like trust the process a bit and know that it's going to grow and change as you go. But yeah, at the moment I've just been enjoying like concepting the different weapons and characters and things. Like the main guitar axe looks so cool. I'm like very chuffed with it. For a bit of hack and slash action, you know? That wasn't so bad. I mean, I actually just got an epic fragment there from a couple of isle runs. The game's been very kind to me today. We got a vault, we got a coffer, we got a epic frag, getting some contracts done. Maybe we should we should play a bit more, eh? Baiting me into coming back. Alright, so this is the game I'm gonna play with myself. I've put like an order up for like 1.8k engine on fragments. And as I find epics, I'm slowly gonna decrease that order. So we'll like slowly save a bit of engine. Unless someone just goes and like completes the order. Feed monsters, okay, let's go. We've got an arena. Anyway, that was my ramble about the game and why I haven't really been playing. I've been sketching and stuff, and it's been feeling good to create something again. But Bath, you were talking about Six Dragons. I mean, do you still play that? Do you actually like log in and check it out? Like, have they improved on it? I remember the game loop there was like you explore the open world, which is like massive, and obviously you're looking for the six dragon bosses, which I guess you can like farm regularly or whatever, and you slowly like power scaling over time. But I remember the thing was you would like farm for keys in the open world, and then when you've got the keys, you enter dungeons that have a chance to give you better drops from the boss monster. But then you also gather stuff. I couldn't remember what it, like exactly what it was, but you would gather stuff inside those dungeons as well. Like they had resources, I think. It wasn't a bad loop. I just remember feeling like the aesthetic design of the game felt a bit like, oof. So I don't know if they've improved that. Like, do the dungeons feel better? Is the game still like super intensive on resources? Like system resources? Because I know they went with like huge open map. That was like their first thing that they built. But it's not... Is it multiplayer? Like you can see other players around? Or the only multiplayer aspect is the market? Similar to Lost Relics. So you're actually just alone in this big world. Yeah, I haven't checked it out in a while. In a way, I was kind of sad that 9 Lives Arena didn't pull through, man. Because that was shaping up to look nice, you know? Like the battle animations and stuff were good. The PvP fights were actually pretty fun. Obviously, it was mostly a fishing simulator. But, you know, you had your little oogie goblin dude that you feed and stuff. Yeah, they had good plans, but it fell through. Or they just decided to stop paying the server fees or whatever. Okay, kind of sad. I mean, they had the death loop going and everything. Alrighty, I'm just gonna take a quick break here. I just want to chat to D about plans. Alright, ciao. Alrighty guys, sorry for the wait there. So D and I have got some really cool day plans, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to jump off. I'm sorry to keep you guys waiting for a little bit. I'll probably be back to play a little bit later again. Thank you for the additional boosts, whoever did give me one of those, that's really helpful. Couple more and I'll be back in my third place. And yeah, thanks for all the support and stuff. And yeah, good luck out there. Get grinding, go get those fragments. And I'll see you guys again soon. Cheers.